podcast where we talk to some of the people who make our festival possible. DunsPlayFest is a yearly 9-day festival at the beginning of May in Duns in Berwickshire that celebrates new writing and champions emerging artists. We're bringing brand new theatre to the borders. I'm your host, actor, writer and DunsPlayFest trustee Jamie Main, and in each episode I will be talking to one of the writers, volunteers, trustees, performers or crew members who help make DunsPlayFest happen. So, without any further ado, let's go on with the show! Today I'm joined by local actor, writer, director and DunsPlayFest trustee Kevin Purvis. Thanks for coming on, Kevin.
No, thanks for asking me, Jamie.
To start off with, what first sparked your passion for theatre?
That was a long time ago. When I was 4, I was first taken to see The King and I at the Open House Theatre in Scarborough. It had a massive lake in front of it and a huge set build. It had a boat that floated on the lake, and it was amazing.
Yeah,
and I can remember it, bits of it even today, and it was just so magical and stayed in my memory. And every year we went to see it till I was an adolescent and moved on. And I think that's what really sparked my interest in it, both being on the stage and wondering how they started, how they even imagined putting all that together.
So from that point, how did you begin to start getting involved with theatre?
At school, the first production I was in was at junior school, and it was Coppelia, and I played the doll maker, and I just had to go on and like just some people who pretended to be mannequins and then walk off again, but I stayed on as long as I could. I did a lot of heavy dusting. And then after that it was nativity, all the usual stuff, through to high school. But I was never on stage in high school. The first production I was involved with was Oliver, because it had just come out as a film when we did the stage show, and I did set painting. That was it. I didn't want to be part of it. I didn't feel that I had the singing voice or the skills to be in it. So I was quite happy painting and just being part of it behind stage.
So from then, now you're obviously very heavily involved in theatre in the local community with the players and the opera as well. But what led you to becoming involved with DunsPlayFest?
Well, from that time in school, at high school, to coming to Dun, I couldn't be involved because I had a job there where shifts were involved, so I could never commit to being involved in anything that needed regular time commitments. And so after I retired, when I'd moved to Duns, I had that opportunity, and I wanted to get back into theatre. I was writing at the time. I'd been involved in creative writing, done a degree in it with the Open University, and then joined the opera and did some work with the players. And it was a sort of a gradual re-immersion into it, but that then sparked me to want to do more writing. Yeah.
How has DunsPlayFest boosted you as a writer?
Oh gosh, lots of ways. Because writing is, it's very personal and you can keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
But being involved with the Playfest, it's just this incredible platform. I was thinking about it on the way here. I don't know anywhere else where you can put forward something that you want to do, a performance, whether it's dance or anything to do with the arts or acting, and actually have it supported financially by an organisation where they're going to, I don't think they give you money to do it, but there's the stage crew that helps, there's the lighting crew, the technical crew, all that is free. The platform itself is free, the advertising is free. So to actually get your work out there and be supported like that through the local community is absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. Why is it important that DunsPlayFest provides a platform for local writers?
Because it's very difficult to do it anywhere else. We took a play that wasn't mine, I directed it to the Edinburgh Festival 3 years ago.
Yes.
It was a very, very expensive exercise, and the time and commitment went into that.
Yes,
you were in it, and so it was expensive in time, it was expensive in costume in it, and it was expensive in actual buying the rental space as well for that. And that doesn't happen with DunsPlayFest.
No.
So, it's a good local platform, it's a good stepping off platform. Work from here has gone up to the festival. So, we have people from, I can't remember, it's gone out of my mind, what's the college in Edinburgh?
Napier
College. Yeah, so they've had place here and they're now moving on. They've been testing out. So it's a really good testing out. So this year, I'm working on a play, I'm doing a joint production, and we're looking at testing it out here, making amendments. That's if it's accepted, making amendments and then taking it up to the Fringe next year.
Brilliant. How would you describe DunsPlayFest to someone who's never been?
Eclectic. There's something for everybody. It doesn't matter whether you're 2 or 3 or you're in your 80s. There is something that you could come and watch or take part in. And I think the most important thing is you can take part in it.
Yeah.
You can come and be a volunteer, you can act on stage, you can just come and watch and support it. But it's important that it's got stuff for young children and the school is involved as well.
You've also been involved in our creative engagement programme, running writing workshops. What's that been like?
This year was fantastic. I did it with 2 of my colleagues who I did my playwriting master's degree with, and they came up and we put a programme together. It was 12 people, doesn't sound a lot, but that is very well, that's a good attendance, and it was a good number to work with. We talked a lot about mental health issues during that and how writing can help you with your mental health issues. And that was coming from the audience. We had a contact from a lady who was American, who was just walking by, saw the advert came in, and she is a playwright. She's had books that have been published, and she's been in contact since with a play that she's asked us to have a look at.
Oh, brilliant!
So it's a good contact for us as well.
Yeah.
But it was 2 hours, but it went by like that.
Yeah.
And I think we overran actually, but people were keen to stay behind and talk.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I took part in the one you did last year, and I found it really helpful and really rewarding.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a bit about the play that you wrote for this year's festival?
Yes, so we were asked by the Playfest trustees to come and present a section of it at the annual general meeting, and there were some other people that performed poetry, and there was a play, there was some more readings, and we were on last, and it was a bit of an ordained moment because mine was a bit fruity with the language.
You can say that again.
So it was a test out, but it was generated from an idea that I saw on TV years and years and years ago, the Canterville Ghost. So I was thinking about that, was in the back of my mind. So it was about a spirit who visits a man in the middle of the night. He's been experiencing noise in his house for 2 weeks, and he stays up one night to find out what it is, or if it's anything, and it turns out to be the soul collector. And he's a historian, and it just plays with him all night, changing aspects of history to drive him crazy. But in the end, it hasn't come for him. It's come for the housekeeper who turns up the next day. It was good fun doing it. It was certainly good fun rehearsing it. We lost our lead, and John stepping at the last moment, so we had to work out how he was going to learn all his lines. But he actually carried a book, so it looked like he was writing notes.
You're giving away the secrets now, Kevin.
But it was good fun to do, and it was certainly really good fun to perform.
Brilliant. I loved it. It was very clever and very, very funny.
Thank you. Thanks, Jeremy.
You're also now a trustee for DunsPlayFest. What's that experience been like?
Oh dear, what a question. I've only been there 3 months. It's interesting because the whole organisation is changing. It's looking at how into the future and how it's going to perform. It's looking at funding. It's looking at how people work within the organisation and the stresses that go along with that. So I think it's a really strong organisation because it's looking about protecting people, not only that work there, but the ones that are coming in to the audience, and about what they see. And that it is really, really community focused. So it's looking at new people coming through who might never have put anything on the stage before, and it will help them do that. It'll help support them through that process.
Brilliant. Our tagline is bringing brand new theatre to the borders. Mm-hmm. So why do you think that DunsPlayFest is important to the local community?
Well, I think if you look at the Edinburgh Festival, how big it's got, and that is, personally, I think it's moved away from what it was meant to be, which was theatre and arts, and it's now all the big venues are comedy.
Yeah.
We don't do that here. This is about writing and performance, and we could have comedy.
Yeah,
we've had comedy.
We've had improv, and
yeah.
But the focus is
the focus is about producing something with words and action. So whether it's plays or it's dance, it doesn't matter. But I think that is really important.
How is DunsPlayFest important to the wider Scottish theatre community?
Again, because it's new writing, it's innovative, and it's focused on the local community. People from outside can come in and perform, but it is that platform where you can start off from. And like I say, it's supported, and at the moment it is free to come and perform here. You get that extra support. Whereas if you wanted to take something to the festival, you might only be able to afford one night, or 2 nights. But here you get feedback and you get support, and that is really, really important for new people writing.
And finally, on a personal level, why is theatre important to you?
It's good for the mental health. I love writing. Once I start writing, once I'm in a flow, I can turn around and like 4 or 5 hours have gone. I've got a dog, and the dog is what stops me writing because I have to get off my bottom and take him for a walk. And that's good as well, because you get a break to think about what you're doing. But also, what's the question again? I've lost it.
It's okay. Why is theatre important to you personally?
Because it's a way of escaping. And it doesn't matter what I watch, if it's a comedy, if it's something dramatic. I love watching how different companies perform Shakespeare, and how they bring it up to date, or they change. They change how the characters feel. So I think that it's just about being immersed in something that is not real, because we're living through pretty awful political times at the moment, and anything that can get my head away from that is welcome.
Well, thank you, Kevin. It was brilliant. Thanks for taking
Thank you for talking to me. Thank you.
Thank you to my guest, Kevin Purvis, and as ever to our brilliant board of trustees and our amazing festival producer, Sarah Best. That's a wrap for another episode. Make sure to subscribe to the DunsPlayFest Podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can catch our video podcast if you'd like to see our faces. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok at DunsPlayFest, and check out our website www.dunsplayfest.org.uk. All the links are in the show notes. If you liked this episode, please tell your friends, and if you didn't, then don't. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back with more podcast episodes in the new year.